All your journeys have led you to this. Roll to vanquish your foe. No! Well, that was terrible. Welcome to Terrible Tabletop.
Welcome, everyone, to the first and hopefully not last appearance of Terrible Tabletop. A spin-off, maybe, hopefully, we'll see, of our show. This is going to be terrible. We're sort of taking a break, and we are just going to play a game tonight. We are going to play a role-playing game, a tabletop role-playing game. The Star Wars Edge of the Empire beginner game from Fantasy Flight Games. We're all going to be smugglers and bounty hunters, and then we're totally not going to get shot up. Or at least I'm not, because I am the game master, the one controlling everything. So I'm going to be shooting all of them. Speaking of the all of them, we have Nathan.
That's me.
And we also have Robert.
That's me?
You don't sound too sure of yourself.
I never am.
That tracks. And joining us special tonight is Jessica.
That's me.
There we go. Enthusiasm. You two could learn a little something. Or a lot of somethings.
I play Sasha. She's the best.
Yes, and we are now going to go over our roles. As I said, I am the game master, or the GM. I am supposed to be corralling everybody and controlling all the possible enemies or friendlies or whatever that these three adventurers will encounter. We have Jessica. She said she is playing Sasha. Tell us a little bit about your character.
Sasha was once a Rebel Alliance member, due to a familial connection, who was a little scorned, kind of betrayed by her friends, so-called friends, and now uses her skills that she learned as a rebel to sort of search for people through Wild Country.
Wild Country, aka, in the case of tonight, Tatooine. Everybody knows Tatooine. It's full of sand and it's rough and coarse.
It's everywhere.
Yes. Nathan, who are you playing?
I am playing Mathis, a somewhat genius person who grew up on the mean streets of Tatooine. In another life, I might have been a successful research engineer in a major corporation. But instead, I get to tinker around with droids, and as such, I became quite the master of droid craftery, and I got spotted by a Hutt named Timo. And I currently work for him, I think.
Yes, I believe everybody is more or less on the outs, but we'll probably get on to that in a little bit here. And finally, Robert, who are you playing?
I am playing Pash. Pash is a smuggler, con man, and a rogue of sorts. He was ejected from Imperial Flight School for insubordination, whatever the heck that means, right? You steal a shuttle for a quick joyride, and all of a sudden they're telling you, that's a bad thing? Come on, man. Everyone's got to get their jollies in somehow. But I've had a bit of run and some bad luck, had to do some work for Timo, and, I don't have the best luck, but I like to think that when things really get down, that's when my luck really shows up.
All right. Well, you three are adventurers in the Star Wars universe. And what would be a Star Wars story without opening with a text crawl? So imagine, if you will, all of this just coming across you from the screen. A long time ago, in a galaxy far, far away. Escape from Mos Shuuta. It is a period of unrest and opportunity in the galaxy. The Galactic Empire struggles to maintain control in the midst of civil war. Meanwhile, scoundrels and smugglers, explorers and expatriates, and fringers of all types scramble for a living on the edges of galactic civilization. It is a hard life, but these renegades have more freedom and opportunity than any citizen of the core worlds. On the desert world of Tatooine, a few such renegades have run afoul of a local crime boss, Timo the Hutt. Trapped in the tiny spaceport of Mos Shuuta, the renegades have no choice but to steal a starship and flee Timo's forces. Fortunately, a suitable starship has recently docked at the landing bay, a freighter called the Crate Fang. captained by a Trandoshan slaver named Trex. As they flee through the sun's baked streets, the renegades duck into the local cantina to hide from their pursuers. All right,
Yeah.
so first things first. I want you all to go ahead and take 2 strain damage apiece.
Ouch.
You all have been on the run because you are on the outs with Timo the Hutt, and that is not a very nice thing to do. In this game, the characters have health points, which are represented by wounds. Those are more like physical damage, and they have their strain, which is represented as more like a mental type thing or just a general type of stress. If any of these values are maxed out, the characters will collapse on the ground and, hopefully not die. But yeah, you all are in this cantina in Mos Espa. It's your typical Star Warsian cantina. You see a bunch of booths all lining all around the outsides of it. You've got some tables on the inside in the center. You've got a Deveronian bartender there. And you've got a stage which has a nice little Twi'lek dancer on it, a blue-skinned Twi'lek dancer. And yeah, you step in here because you're trying to escape from Timo's guards. You know that they are on the way. You know that they are looking for you. You see a few patrons kind of turn your way from their seats to look at you, but they only kind of give you like a little half glance. This is Tatooine after all. Everybody, expects that people are maybe not wanting to be found. You're always trying to eye your exits because again, you're on the run. But the only other doors you can really see is what looks to be like the entrance to a storage closet. And again, you've got a Twi'lek on the stage kind of dancing, so there might be a little backstage area. And yeah, you've got the arched roof above you. It's supported by thick, heavy struts. And unfortunately, you can kind of hear some commotion coming from outside. So you've only got a few moments here before you need to hide and before Timo's thugs are, gonna come in and look for you. What would you all like to do?
Is there a thick group of people in the bar, in the cantina?
Unfortunately, not. There's only a kind of a handful of patrons. This isn't exactly, happy hour.
Okay.
Gotta love that.
Pretty sure hiding in the closet isn't going to help us here.
I want to go up to the stage, or I'm going to go hide behind the stage and convince the Twi'lek dancer to keep the thugs from discovering me back there. Or us, if you all want to follow me.
Okay, so you're going to try to, maybe go backstage, hide behind the dancer?
Yes.
So now how do you want to do this? Do you think that you want to like charm this dancer lady? Do you want to like, coerce her?
I'm going to go for some charm.
You're going to go for some charm?
Yeah.
Go ahead and walk me through that.
So I walk over, tell her some sweet things, say she's doing a nice dance, and that we could really use her help.
All right, so you're trying to sweet talk her and everything.
Yes.
So I want you to go ahead and give a charm check with a 1 purple difficulty.
All right. Rolling. 0 success, 2 advantages.
All right, so 0 successes means that you fail, but you do have your 2 advantages. How do you think you want to use these?
I'm going to give a boost to Sasha for her next check, hoping that she'll be able to recover and convince a Twi'lek to hide us behind the stage.
Or whatever she wants to do herself.
Or whatever she wants to do, sure.
Well, okay, so I watched Pash move up to the stage and attempt to speak to the Twi'lek dancer. Maybe she's not into guys. I don't know. That could be the case. So I'm gonna try my hand. So
You're also going to try to charm this Twi'lek dancer?
yes.
She kind of gives you a little side eye and looks you up and down. And how are you going to charm her?
We don't have much time, but I would be really grateful if you could just let us slip into the back for a little bit.
She goes ahead and she, reaches her hand out and does that little like, all right, gimme.
The money. Do we have money? I think.
Yes, I believe you all have 400 credits to start.
I hand her 10 credits.
Okay, she goes ahead and she takes these credits and slips them in a little pouch she has on. Sure.
Yeah.
And go ahead and make your charm check and take a blue die.
Okay.
And it's going to be a 1 purple as well.
1 purple. Got it.
All right, you have 2 successes. So she, she takes your money and she kind of like moves to the side a little bit, let you get into that backstage area and you kind of hunker down there. Do you want to try to bring Pash along as well?
Yeah.
Yeah, try to bring Pash along, and she kind of like puts her arm out and does the little gimme sign to him.
I look at Pash like, come on, dude.
I roll my eyes, hand her 20 credits.
Oh, so generous. Such gentlemen.
I point over to Mathis and wave him over.
Mathis, what do you want to do?
Seeing no better option, I'm just gonna head over there, and assuming I'm gonna see the gimme sign as well. I'm just gonna go ahead and hold out 20 credits as well.
I'll allow that. If you don't want to charm her, that's fine.
Oh, I'm just assuming that if she wanted me to charm her, she would say something other than just me flashing coin in her face.
I mean, hey, she's getting her job done. So yeah, you're going to give her another 20. That's cool. She's up 50. Can't argue with that. Moments after you kind of hide yourselves backstage, a small troop of pig-like Gamorrean guards enter carrying heavy, bone-breaking clubs. They step through the main door. These are Timo's enforcers. They blink their beady little eyes in the gloom, peering about. Seeing nothing of interest, they kind of grunt and whine in their primitive language, and they turn to go. But you do know that they are going to keep looking for you if you do not take them out. So their backs are turned. This might be the perfect moment to strike, but what do you want to do?
We going to strike, right?
Yeah, I'm gonna put on my glove and try to sneak up behind them to do like a quick, close stealth knockout with the glove.
Okay, so you 3 are going to try to enter combat against them?
Yeah.
Let's do it.
Combat
Let's
time.
take out these pigs.
All right. So you all are going to roll some initiative.
We can use our guns, right? Or do we need to fist fight these people?
Yeah, I'm going to say that you all are, you're hiding back behind stage. You successfully hid. I'm going to say that just like Nathan has time to prep his little shot gloves if he wants, that everybody else can go ahead and prepare a weapon. It's not going to, cost you any maneuvers to do so.
All right, got my rifle.
I
It's
got
ready
my
to go.
pistol.
I do have fists, but don't matter.
You're going to use your other gun.
Yeah. I got my lefty and my righty.
All right, so the 3 Gamorrean thugs, and we are going to start initiative rolls. These guys are going to do vigilance, I believe is. So if you all could each do a initiative roll for a cool check because you were hidden.
Okay.
Cool.
This room is about a medium length, so they're kind of hanging out in the doorway, looking like they're getting ready to go. And again, you 3 are backstage. You're medium length away from them. So who is going to be the first person to go?
I'm gonna go first since I'm gonna try to use my glove and I gotta be close hand. So I'm just gonna use 2 maneuvers to get into the engaged range.
It's going to take you 2 maneuvers to get into engaged range, which means you're going to end up spending some strain.
If I don't attack, or if I do attack, yes. But if I don't attack, I can just use my action as a maneuver.
Yes, but I thought the idea was to get behind them and attack them.
I guess it does make sense for me to go ahead and attack them. So yeah, I will spend 2 strain and then attack them with the glove.
And since you are sneaking up behind them and you successfully hidden stuff, I'm going to say you can take a boost die. So take a blue die.
Okay.
Mm,
Well,
that bodes well.
All right. Your net roll for that was 0 successes and 1 advantage. So you failed on this. You were sneaking up behind him, kind of cartoon character style. And somehow, this is Tatooine. There's a lot of dust and sand and everything, and you kind of just let out a giant sneeze, and it kind of throws your self off balance when you try to make your punch here.
I
But,
facepalm.
what do you think you want to do with this advantage, though?
I think I'm going to go ahead and recover 1 strain since I'm already at 4.
Well, it's a good thing when you sneeze that you had that little hanky on you then.
Okay.
All right, so we have another PC slot.
Robert, would you like to go or would you like me?
Ladies first.
All right, so I'm gonna shoot. I got a cannon blasting. Pa pa pa.
So now, are you? So right now, you're kind of like backstage. You're kind of like behind the little door or whatever leading back there. Are you basically going to try to like pop your head out so you're sort of still in cover in case they need to, shoot back?
Yeah, and I know that's medium range, right? Because we're
Medium
away.
range, yes.
Yeah,
they are medium
so-
away.
Yeah, my rifle is good for medium range, so I'm gonna keep near the cover just in case they start blasting.
So now I'm going to have you upgrade one of the purples to a red, though, because everybody's kind of clumped together, and we do have Mathis there engaged with them. So there is a chance that you might shoot Mathis instead.
Okay, let's hope I don't do that.
Hostage.
All right, you got 3 successes and 2 threats. Let's see. So you are going to do a total of 10 damage on one of these Gamorreans.
Good shot, Sasha.
I got a
You
good
just
eye.
go ahead and you completely blast the one that Mathis was trying to hit. Taking it out from under him. But you do have 2 threats against you.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to say that one of these Gamorreans, they turn around, they see their friend slumped on the ground there, and they're just going to take a boost die on their next check.
I'm flipping them off though.
As well you should. Do you have any kind of maneuvers you want to do?
I can duck back under cover, couldn't I?
Yeah, you're shooting from cover, so you're automatically assumed to still be in the cover. You're just kind of like you pop your head out for a second, take your shot, and you're back in.
All right, then yeah, that's good. I don't need to move anywhere.
Okay. So Pash, what do you want to do? You are backstage, kind of trying to hunker behind what little cover the two of you have.
Yeah. Hey, Sasha, watch this.
Okay, I'm watching.
I'm going to shoot from cover, but this time I'm going to aim.
I'm gonna flip them off. I'm sorry.
I'm using my blaster, medium range, to shoot Thug B.
All right, and I'm going to go ahead and flip a dark side point. So go ahead and change one of the purples to a red. This guy knows that, so he could see that other shot was coming from backstage, so he's anticipating some more.
All right. Ugh. 2 failures, but 4 advantages.
So
Good job, Pash.
the shot goes wild, completely misses, but you do have those 4 advantages hanging there.
Nice.
All right, let's see. I've got 4 advantages. I am going to add a setback die to each thug. 1 for each thug.
Good choice.
And how do you think that happens? Like obviously
shot-
your shot went wild. You
It
kind of like
ricocheted all over the place, but nearly missed them a few dozen times, so now they're scared crapless.
That tracks.
In their boots. Good job, Pash. Real good aim there.
Hey, I didn't say I was going to hit him.
That's true. You're right.
Here, I thought you were going to hit us with "We aim to please."
All right. Is there anything else you want to do for your turn?
No, I'm going to stay in cover.
All right. Well, now these 2 remaining Gamorrean thugs, they get to have their turn.
Please be gentle.
So Gamorrean Thug B is going to go ahead and move, and he's going to engage with Mathis. So he's going to use his maneuver for that.
Bitch.
And Yeah, he's got his cudgel.
Punk.
And you said you're giving them a setback die, and this
Yes,
one
one-
had a boost die.
Good thinking.
0 successes and 2 threats. Swing and a miss from this Gamorrean thug on Mathis.
Good job.
Mathis just rolls out of the way.
Nice move, man.
Barrel.
How do you all think you want to use these 2 threats?
I think should we just? How many threats does he have? 2.
2.
2 threats.
Should we just give a boost to Mathis because he's right there in the thick of it?
Yeah, it says to the targeted character's next check.
Yep. Yeah, and he was the target, so I think.
Okay, I'm down with that.
Yep.
All right. And now the other Gamorrean thug. He sees his brother there kind of in the thick of it with Mathis, but he knows that shots are coming from the backstage.
Mm-hmm.
So he is going to go ahead and just use his 2 maneuvers to head towards the backstage.
You.
Since it's a medium-sized room, yeah, he's gonna, get up there on that stage. He's gonna barrel over there. He's gonna trade one of his actions for that second maneuver, and he's just stomping up there and he's roaring his little piggy roar. So now we come back to the second round, and we have a PC slot again. We have Sasha and Pash back behind the stage, and they've got the Gamorrean guard there, just, roaring in their face. We have Matheson, the other one, by the front door, still trying to figure out who's going to hit what.
Mathis, do you want to go ahead and take your turn?
Yeah, and am I able to aim and get a bonus die?
Yes, you can aim for melee hits. Yes.
Okay. So Gamorrean B engaged, shock gloves. I had 2 boost die since I'm using one to aim, and the other one is for left over from the last turn.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
And it comes out to be really.
You have a net of 0 successes. You rolled 2 successes and 2 failures, and that's it. No advantages, no threats. So this is a complete wash.
That is a lot to take in.
How did this happen?
I shout from backstage, Mathis, you suck!
Pash, you couldn't hit them either. Why don't you show them how it's done?
All right, then watch this.
How did this happen, Mathis?
So yeah, I did the whole cartoony animated winding up my fist to punch, and because of the dust, I didn't realize that I was actually like a half a foot away from the Gamorrean. So when I did that humongous punch to his jaw, I wasn't as close as I thought I was, and I just kind of spun into a half circle and was like, "Wait, what just happened?"
Facepalm again.
Well, you are still engaged with him. Do you want to stay where you are, or do you want to take some strain to move away? Are you two just going to keep dancing?
So I think I'm going to go ahead and take 2 strain to do a guarded stance.
Yes, by doing a guarded stance, you are going to get. You're going to basically give a setback die to anybody who does a melee attack against you.
Right.
Cool.
But by that same token, you're also going to get a setback die on your next turn.
Okay.
All right, so now we have another PC slot. There's the 2 of you all backstage. Who would like to go?
Sasha, go defend your girlfriend.
Patch, no, I insist. You go defend your girlfriend. It's fine. It's chill.
You've got this Gamorrean who's on stage. Try to look for you all back there.
I'm going to step out onto stage and engage with... is there any maneuvers there for just stepping out? Well, yeah, because I'm stepping out from cover. That's a maneuver. Correct?
Yeah, if you can still shoot from right where you are. You can shoot from the cover. If you want to go out onto the stage, you're probably going to take some setback die if you try to shoot him because you're going to be engaged with him as opposed to short distance away.
Well, I was going to engage in fisticuffs.
He's going to punch.
If you want to punch this Gamorrean out, you are more than welcome. So yeah, you're going to have to if you want to do that, you got to take a maneuver to go out on the stage and I guess do your own little roar and try to intimidate him.
I'm going to walk out of the stage. I look him right in the face and I go, oink, oink. Put up my fists and roll. 3 successes, 1 advantage.
Good job.
Right in the kisser.
All right, so with your fist, you're doing a total of 6 damage.
That's a lot of damage.
You knock this guy, his little snout kind of just like folds in a little bit, and he just kind of reels back. You definitely put the hurt on this guy. What do you want to do with your advantage?
I will add a, what is it called, boost to Sasha's next check.
Okay,
Do you like that?
moving to that next PC slot.
Hello, it's me. Well, I'm gonna stay with cover. Let the guys do all the fist fighting. That's not my jam. I will aim this time,
Okay.
and I'm going to shoot the one that Mathis is currently trying to fight.
You're gonna let Pash do his own thing there. You're gonna aim over everybody.
Pash seems to actually be hitting somebody, so yeah, I'm gonna.
I got this, girl. Go save your man.
All right,
So you are at medium distance away.
Yep, and I'm gonna aim.
You're gonna aim, so you get 1 boost, and then you get another boost from Pash's turn, so you get 2 blues.
Mm-hmm. Is that good?
Is it good to you?
It's
the
good
only
to
other
me.
thing you could do is if you want to turn over any light side points to upgrade your a green to a yellow.
I think I'm good. I'm gonna go ahead and try to shoot with what I have. Fingers crossed.
All right.
Just some successes, but you know what?
Hey, 2 successes. And since you've got the big gun, that means you're doing a total of 9 damage. How do you want to kill this little piggy?
So I take a glance at Pash, see him actually make contact with his fists. I aim my gun, look down the barrel, and I go ahead and do a nice little headshot. I want to do headshot. So probably get some blood on Mathis. No big deal, Mathis. You can just wipe it off. It's fine.
Yeah, you take that headshot and it just splatters everywhere, all over Mathis, all over the ground. The bartender is kind of giving you that little side eye, like, come on, really?
I look to Pash and say, that's how you get it done.
All right. And are you just going to basically stay there then?
Yeah, I'm going to stay there. There's nothing else I did what I did.
We go to the last Gamorrean guard remaining, who is currently in fisticuffs with Pash. But this Gamorrean guard kind of has no honor, so he's just going to keep using his little cudgel he has. Maybe not so much of a little cudgel. He's engaged with Pash. I think you said he had a setback die. That's right. That was still hanging over.
Correct.
All right. A net of 0 successes and 1 advantage.
I ducked right under his cudgel.
Looks like he's got that. It's good he had that setback die because that's where he got his failure from. So he takes a mighty swing with his cudgel. He's going in, trying for a kill shot to just draw some blood or anything, and you roll out of the way.
Nice.
But as an advantage, yeah, he's gonna, he misses. He knows he misses, but he's gonna bring his cudgel back up, and he's gonna get some dirt and sand in your face. So go ahead and take a strain.
You okay there, Pash?
I'll be fine. I'm about to wrap this piggy in a blanket.
Yummy.
All right. We are in round 3 with a PC slot.
I'm going to let Pash take the first.
Yeah, go ahead, Pash.
Yeah, I'm going to wind up for the final punch.
By wind up, I mean, I'm assuming you're aiming.
Yes. Okay, successful. Right in the kisser.
Would you stop kissing
All
that
right.
pig?
3 successes and 2 advantages. You're doing a total of 6 damage to this pig. How do you want to kill this pig and spend those advantages?
Snap his neck.
Okay.
And then for
I'll
the
allow it.
advantages, I'm going to use it to recover 2 strain.
Yeah, you can do that.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So you all have killed the 3 Gamorrean thugs.
Woohoo!
Great job, everybody. You all are only slightly hurt mentally. Mathis a little bit
Pretty
more.
good. feeling good.
Mathis is just kind of like, his manual. His what do you call it? His man card took a little bit of a hit.
Now, the good thing about all this, mental strain and everything is after every combat encounter, you do get to recover some. So everybody go ahead and recover whichever is higher, your present score or your ranks in cool. You can recover that much strain right now.
Okay.
Okay. Well, the Gamorreans are defeated. The other patrons slowly return to their seats, just kind of acting as if it's just another ordinary day on Tatooine. The Deveronian bartender kind of motions towards Sasha, trying to get her attention.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go over there. Yeah.
All right, you go over to the bartender. He, you kind of assume that he's going to be upset because you kind of splattered the bar a little bit with all this Gamorrean blood, but he says to you, "From the look of things, I'd say you three need to make a quick escape off world. Especially you." He points towards Sasha. "I've seen your face pop up on the Imperial bounty boards recently. If you're not too careful, Teemo's wrath isn't the only thing you'll have to worry about. Fear not, however, for today is your lucky day." Kind of flashes a wide, spiky toothed grin. Deveronians, if you don't realize, they're usually red-skinned and they kind of like have devil horns on them. So they're kind of going for that whole devil vibe there. He flashes his wide, spiky toothed grin and he rolls up the sleeve on his right arm. And you see that he's got a little tattoo on the forearm of the Rebel Alliance crest. And then he says, "I too know what it's like to be on the run, abandoned by a cause you fought long and hard for, cause you believed might fight for you when you needed it." And his eyes kind of seem to trail off into the distance, like he's suddenly somewhere else remembering something. And then he just kind of snaps back to the present. But enough about that. I am going to help you off of this forsaken rock. Being a bartender, I keep my ears to the ground and know much of the goings on in Mos Shuuta. Currently, there's a freighter over in Landing Bay Arik, the Crate Fang, that's scheduled for repairs today. The final repair is for a broken hypermatter reactor igniter. If you were to acquire the replacement part for yourself, you could maybe, borrow the ship and make your way off-world. The junk shop around the corner, they should have one available. The ship's captain, Trex, he kind of works for Teemo, and he should be spending the day at Alice. So security around the freighter kind of might be light. The only other slight complication is you'll need to disable the docking clamps holding the Crate Fang in the docking bay. And that can only be done from spaceport control, but I'm sure the three of you can manage.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, you did take out all those Gamorreans, so, But speaking of, not to be rude, you did leave me kind of a mess, and you might want to be on your way before Teemo realizes those Gamorreans haven't reported back yet.
I guess no drinks for us.
No drinks.
All right, let's go. I nod to the bartender.
He gives you that knowing nod back.
Yes. Good. Let's get out of here. I grimace at the blood on the ground as we walk by it.
All right. Are Pash and Mathis joining her?
Yes.
Yeah.
Of course.
Following her up.
I am the leader, obviously. No, I'm just kidding. I do relay the information that the bartender gave to me to the group, just so they're aware of the situation as we walk, because there's really no time to just sit around and speak about these things.
No, not when you're actively being hunted. Well, you all leave the bar. What do you want to do?
It's time to head to that shop, I suppose. We got some things to steal, a ship to obtain, and a flight out of here.
All right. Everybody agrees. You all want to head to the junk shop?
Yep.
Yeah.
Cool.
All right. Well, like the bartender said, it was just kind of around the corner. Y'all are making your way through the streets. It's not too crowded at the moment, but you are keeping an eye out just in case there might be any more Gamorreans. You never know what Teemo might send your way. And it's not before long, and you get to the junk shop. The junk shop is immediately obvious by the scrapyard adjoining the low poor stone building. As you step inside, you see a hunched old human male lurking behind the low counter, covered with disassembled droids and machine parts. The man glances at you, then turns to a garbage can shaped R5 droid and astromech standing by his side. He kicks the droid and shrieks, "You're supposed to tell me when I have customers, you bucket of bolts. Go outside and finish stripping that speeder pike wreck." The droid trundles off with a surly "boo," and the man turns to you. "Welcome, customers. As you can see," he points to the racks and shelves and enormous buckets full of scrap metal and parts that seemingly only he knows the organization for. "I have anything you could want for the right price."
I already don't like this dude.
Hasn't he heard anything about droid rights?
You're really mean to that droid, dude.
I mean, do you want to say that to him?
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Is Pash wanting to talk to him about droid rights? Or is it Sasha? What do you all want to do to Vorn Tel Olvis, junk dealer?
Blow his head off like he did the Gamorrean. Come on.
Yo, let's just calm down. Let's get this
Now,
part.
if you want to attack him, that is well within your right. Keep in mind, you all are looking for a specific part.
Right.
That, according to the bartender, you might not be able to find anywhere else.
Right. So I'm just going to slowly approach the counter and be like, "Hello, good sir. The droid is not working properly. Did I hear that correctly?"
Sucking up to him.
What droid? That droid is a lazy good for nothing. It hates me almost as much as I hate it. But we're stuck with each other.
I hold Sasha back because she was about to jump across the counter and punch him.
I'll have to be quite particular with droids. Perhaps I can help get him in the right attitude space.
Well, how are you gonna do that? Make him not a droid?
Sadly, I don't have that capability, but I could possibly increase his range on perception. That way he'd be able to detect when customers actually enter your fine establishment here.
Maybe. What's in it for you, though?
Well, I'm going to cut right to brass tacks. We're looking for a specific part.
The hyper. I know what it is. Hyper.
I believe it's a hypermatter injector.
Yes.
The hypermatter reactor igniter.
Igniter. Okay, I was close. We're looking for a hypermatter reactor igniter.
That thingamajig?
Oh, yes. He, goes behind those little shelf there. He's kind of throwing a couple parts back and forth. You see him kind of digging through, and he comes up over his counter and he lugs this up here. It's, a big box type thing. Not too big, kind of, like the size of a soccer ball, maybe. Says, "Well, no, unfortunately, I only have this one here." He gives it a nice little pat. "And it's already promised to Captain Trex of the Crate Fang."
What a coincidence. We were actually sent by the good captain, to retrieve it for him.
Oh, is that right? I wasn't expecting y'all until later then.
Honestly, we were just hired, and he said to go ahead and take care of this.
Oh, well. All right, Mathis. You're going to need to give me a deceit check.
Okay.
And it's going to be against 1 purple and 1 red.
All right.
Because you are testing it versus his discipline.
Right.
So, yeah, you have a net of 0 successes, 0 advantages, a complete wash.
I glance back to the other two, and I'm just kind of like, why do you keep letting me do things?
I pat him on the shoulder.
I want to see how he responds. Go ahead. I want to see how he responds.
Well, if you're here to pick up the part, I'm sure you have the bill of sale, don't you?
Oh, of course he did.
I walk up, throw my arm around Mathis, and I'm like, "Vorn, is it right?"
Yes, I am Vaughn.
Look, Mathis, he's new. You gotta forgive him. He can't even hit the broadside of a barn. Like he said, the good captain just hired us. He sent us on our way. He didn't give us any bill of sale. I'd love to give it to you, but like my good buddy Mathis here said, we're new. You got to kind of give us a break. Can't you help a guy out? We want to really impress the captain.
Well, you seem like a bunch of droid lovers, and I'm not too fond of those types.
Oh, wait, I have the bill right here. And I pull out my gun.
Oh, damn it.
Give us the part.
Damn it, Sasha. You couldn't let me do my deceit roll first?
He called us droid lovers. Which is not an insult, by the way.
Hey,
We love
look,
droids.
Vorn, don't listen to Sasha. She's just offended that you would actually call us that. We're no droid lovers here.
You know, I'm not really sure how I'm supposed to feel right now. She's still got her gun out.
I do
Sasha,
still have my gun
can you
out.
put the gun down, please? Vorn's just trying to do his job.
I lower.
I turn back and look at Sasha and I'm like, put the gun down, bitch.
Excuse me. I aimed the gun at Patch.
I like open my eyes wide like, I'm just trying to be serious right now. Put the gun down.
I put the gun down.
I know Trex is a bounty hunter, but you all seem like a tough crowd here.
A bounty hunter, you say?
Yeah, you know, wait, he's supposed to be your boss. You know he's a bounty hunter, right?
I mean, of course, but I'm just surprised he told you that.
Vorn, look at me, man. Look at me. I told you, these guys are new. They don't know what they're doing. Listen to your buddy Pash. We're not trying to accept it. You said you just said it yourself. The dude's a bounty hunter. You don't want to piss him off any more than we do.
You're my buddy, you say. He gives you the little gimme.
Of course we're friends, man. I hand him 20 credits.
He does another gimme.
I hand him and like, Vorn, come on, dude. We just got hired. Money's a little tight. 5 more credits.
He goes to take the hypermatter reactor igniter off of the counter there and starts to head towards the back.
Okay, so now can I aim my gun at him?
I mean, if you want to, or if somebody with a little tight purse there wants to throw him some more money.
I squeeze Mathis's shoulder. Come on, man. Show him you're not as dumb as you look.
Oh, okay, I reach into Pash's purse and I pull out 50 credits.
Vorn turns around and is like, "Oh, some more credits I see. Well," and he starts to come back towards the counter and puts the part back up there. So, why you say you do work for Trex? Are you sure?
Do you
Pash.
want us to show you employment papers?
We don't have employment papers, you dummy. Vorn, would your buddy Pash say you're wrong?
Listen, I get the feeling y'all don't really work for Trex, but as you can tell, I could use some high-paying customers here. So, do you all really want this part? How bad do you want this part?
All right, it's time to shoot this MFer.
Oh, God.
On, if you've got the credits to spend, I've got the part to sell.
I pull out my blaster and put it in Vorn's face. Just give us the part, man.
Pash has a gun to
To his-
Vorn's head, his temple, whatever.
Vorn, just give us the part, man. Let's not do this.
Well, let's not all act too hasty here now. I want you to do a coerce check, Pash. And I want you to go ahead and take 2 boost die. You can
Oh,
take
yeah.
2 blues
scary.
because you've got a gun to his head, and you're going to be going against 1 purple and 1 red.
So this is coercion, correct?
Yep, coercion. 0 successes, yet you have 3 advantages. You think this is the first time I've had a gun to my head, sonny boy?
How about 2 guns to your head?
I love it. I love it.
I'm putting another gun. I'm aiming my gun again.
Sasha, go ahead and take a coercion check and also take 2 boost die.
Cool. I will gladly do that because.
Against the same purple and a red.
Okay.
Wait, but I have 3 advantages.
Yes.
So I'm gonna
So
add.
your advantages are basically you're having Sasha also come in with her gun.
Yeah, but I have 3 of them.
Okay, is there something specific you want to do then?
Yeah, I want to add another boost to her check.
Okay, she can have 3 boost die.
Alright.
It says I have 3 advantages. The 2 advantage one is add a boost to any allied character's next check, including that of the active character.
Okay, so she's going to have 3 boost die. Mhm.
Alright.
And go ahead and also take a setback die because Vorn is had about enough of this.
Okay. That's the black one, right?
Yes.
Cool.
So your net is 2 successes and 3 advantages. Well, you'd be right. I don't often have 2 guns to my head. Who does?
So I'm just gonna like quietly and very like snakily just kind of reach over the counter and pick up the part and then slowly bring it back towards me.
Now you seem like the reasonable one here, my fellow technician. You maybe want to leave me some credits for that.
Oh, the 50 credits I was holding, I just leave on the counter.
No, you take the credits back because we have 2 freaking guns to his head.
My hands are full, man. You got a free hand. I don't. I'm holding the part.
I grab the credits and I go, listen, Vorn, you should have let him fix the droid when he offered.
Okay, you guys leaving? Are you guys walking out?
Yes.
You might regret this.
Oh,
You'll
yeah.
rue the day you stole from Vaughn.
I go ahead, slide him 100 credits on my way out.
Oh,
Give him a
much
wink.
appreciated, miss.
Give him a wink as I go.
Such a tease.
You all start to leave, and Vaughn just kind of sighs and goes like, "Well, that's another day on Tatooine for you."
I gave him 100 credits, but I do have. Look at those beautiful advantages that I couldn't even use.
And as you all are shuffling out, the R5 unit comes back in, and Vaughn is just like, "You bucket of bolts, get back over here. You weren't any help." You all are walking away, and you just hear him muttering and sputtering at the droid.
We should have taken the droid too. Why didn't we take the droid, Pash? Jeez.
I go back and take the droid.
Oh my goodness.
Pash.
What'd you think? Those 100 credits were for free?
You're heading back in?
No, I'm good.
Okay.
Although, Sasha, you may want to take those 3 advantages and, I don't know, maybe add 3 boost die to each of our things next time, maybe?
Yeah, I'll do that. I do have 3 advantages. Next check, boost dies. I'm handing them out for free.
making a boost dies rain.
I was saying she's making it boost instead of she's making it rain.
All right. Well, you all have the part that you're looking for. What do y'all want to do next?
Okay, so
you want to go back to Vorn's and just plan a thermal detonator?
We have those?
No, I'm joking.
I want to, but we can't.
I have the force now. Can we do that, James?
So apparently the captain was going to be getting this part anyway, so he might let us aboard that we got the initiative to retrieve the part for him, but we just got to get the security check thing unlocked so we can get out of here.
Either we talk our way in or we can, like, I don't know, be stealthy and try to, like, just slip on in. Like a ninja.
As Mathis was pointing out, it's still currently got the docking clamps on, and those can only be released from spaceport control, which is on the other side of town from the landing bay where the ship is.
Yeah, like we sneak into the spaceport, right? Like we can't actually be in there willy-nilly, right?
Right. So I'm pretty sure that once those docking clamps are undone, it will be unauthorized, and we will have a very narrow window to get out of here. So I think we should go talk to the Captain Dex to try to like persuade passage onto his vessel if we continue doing things for him.
He's just gonna kill us and take take the
He's
thing.
a bounty hunter. He has no honor.
Uh,
I say we split up. I say two of us go to the
split
ship.
up.
Two of us go to the ship. One of us go to the control tower. Pash is the pilot, so he has to go to the ship.
And I can repair the part, so I should go to the ship.
Oh, lovely.
And we'll pick up Sasha on the way out.
Sure, you'd like to split up? All are just starter characters in this game.
I don't think
don't think we
splitting
should.
up is a great idea.
I'm sure if you ask the two who have role playing experience here in your party, they might tell you it's not the greatest idea to
Okay,
split the party.
listen up, guys. The security is low right now, so either we fight our way in, we try to just sneak our way in, or Pash could, like, I don't know, be cute and flirty and get us to go in with his good skills there. I'm not a charmer. I don't know what to say. Those are
My
options.
farming skills worked on the Twi'lek so well.
Okay, well, maybe she wasn't attracted to you. Is that hard to believe? Okay, I guess it is hard to believe. Okay, can we just decide?
My vote's for to go to the captain first.
That is not my vote. I will.
Mathis, you're trying to do a thing, and I thought you learned by now you shouldn't be doing a thing.
You're
I'm just
doing.
saying what my vote is.
I say we
Okay.
go to the control tower.
You know,
Okay,
I will remind you again, the captain should be in meetings with Timo today. He works for Timo.
Oh.
You all are not exactly on Timo's best friends list at the moment.
Okay.
So if you still want to try to talk to the captain, that is y'all's prerogative.
Okay, yeah. I rescind my my vote. Let's go to the control tower first.
Okay. Cool. We're all makes sense. Okay, we all are going to Space Tower, as I previously just stated. How are we gonna get in? Are we gonna talk to him? Are we gonna ninja our way in? What are we doing?
Can we get there first and scope out the joint?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
All right. You all make your way through the city. It's not a huge city. It's, it is just on Tatooine after all, more like a little settlement. And you're kind of keeping your eye out, making sure you don't see any other Timo forces around. And it's relatively easy to get through. The markets are starting to get a little more crowded now, so you've got some cover from that. And you approach Spaceport Control. The facility is a low, squat building clinging to the edge of the Mos Shuuta bluff. The front entrance stands open, but a pair of Spaceport security droids stand at attention. If you're going to get off Tatooine, you need to disable the docking clamps holding the crate fang in this landing bay. And you can only do that inside Spaceport Control. You'll either have to get past these two droids at the entrance or find another way in. So again, you've got this building, you've got this entrance, and you see the two droids there.
I don't think we should fight our way in because I'm pretty sure that any commotion we make here is going to get on Timo's radar very quickly.
Mm-hmm. So we got to find a way in.
Having said that, I'm about as stealthy as a slug, so we should definitely find. So I know you said it's on the bluff.
You're right. You've got this big old building. You've got the entrance with the two droids by it. You do kind of see that you might go around on the side, and you see a little alcove over there.
I investigate the alcove.
Okay. Are you all going to follow him?
I'm going to hang back.
Sasha, what you going to do?
I'm going to follow him.
You make your way over to the side there, and lo and behold, you see a side entrance.
Oh, hey. Isn't this
Pash goes up
convenient?
to it. He kind of gives it a little knock, and he sees there's a little terminal there. So, how do you all think you want to get into this side entrance?
Mathis is the tech. We got to wave him over and have him hack the terminal.
Okay.
Is he gonna do it though? That's
So
Do we trust him to do a thing?
I'm going to cartoonishly, kind of nonchalantly make my way over to where the alcove is.
if you do this and it doesn't work, is it gonna alert everyone to where we are trying to get into this door?
Probably.
I guess that would depend on what kind of threats show up.
Can you do me a favor, Mathis? Stop doing things cartoonishly.
I'm going to aim the gun at the door just in case something happens and someone comes out of that door.
I also have my blaster at the ready.
So, can I inspect this alcove and doorway and lock panels to see if I can recognize any sort of threat that might come about if it's tampered with?
Yeah, go ahead and give me a 1 purple computers check.
Computers. So,
Did you make the check?
I did. I got 1 success.
All right, you got a net of 1 success. You know this system. You grew up on this system. You know this lock. You could easily get your way in. There is no possible way you could fail this, Mathis.
Oh my god.
All right, guys. There is no
A lot of
possible way I
pressure.
can fail this. I know this lock. I grew up with it. I know its ins and outs. So even though there is an alarm that could trigger, I'm not going to fail on this. So I'm going to hack this lock open.
Alright.
Don't do it cartoonishly.
I'm not going to do it cartoonishly.
My gun is still at the ready.
Same.
So it's going to be another computers check. This time it's going to be 2 purple, but since you know the system, go ahead and give yourself a blue die.
And you get another blue die.
I was just
Oh,
going to say, can I use that other blue die that...
Yeah. So you're going to have a total of 2 blue die.
All right. Oh, thank God.
Woo! I love to see it.
So you have a net of 4 successes and 1 advantage. Like I said, Mathis, you were a pro at this system. You couldn't possibly fail.
Relieved that he succeeded so well, he reduces by 1 string. You have an advantage, so that was my suggestion of what you should do, Mathis.
Yeah, no, I knew. Yeah, if I can use that advantage to remove a strain, I would like to.
Yeah, go ahead.
I give Mathis a nice little pat on the shoulder and say, "You did good."
I give him a pat on the rear, and I'm like, that's how you do it, man.
We love to see it. We love to see it.
So you all make your way into this side entrance. It seems to be like a little, utility closet thing to get inside. And, maybe like a little fire exit if they need to get out in an emergency.
Okay.
And you peer your heads through, and you see a large chamber that's crowded with a bunch of computer equipment and centered around a large holo display showing the plot of the local aerospace. Standing in front of the display with her arms folded behind her back is a human woman. She appears to be in charge, and as you watch, she speaks into the headset in a formal, commanding tone. Imperial Shuttle Lambo 11238. This is Overseer Bryn. With spaceport control, you are cleared for landing. Welcome to Mos Shuuta. Half-dozen technicians of different species work at consoles, and you see 2 more security droids standing near the doorway. Your attention is pulled to the floor-to-ceiling windows against the far wall, looking out over the desert of Tatooine, where an Imperial shuttle is coming in for a landing. So you all are kind of peeking out of this little, side room, and nobody's noticing you yet. Everybody's working at their consoles. You see the overseer is over at the windows, kind of looking at the incoming shuttle. And you've got the 2 droids that are down, near the doorway. They were basically on the other side of what would have been the front entrance.
Okay. I lean in close to the other 2 and I whisper, guys, new plan. We take that shuttle.
I mean, we could just take that shuttle.
I think we should take that shuttle.
Let's take that shuttle, man.
I think we all are in agreement. We
Okay,
should
but
take that shuttle.
how do we get the shuttle? Do we kill everyone here and just jump on it? Like, what are we doing?
The shuttle is, going to be going to another landing bay, completely on the other side of town.
Oh.
New plan. We take go back to plan 1, and we get the little tiny clamps off.
The overseer can basically see the shuttle. Again, she's looking at all the aerospace in the area. She's commanding all the airspace so nobody hits each other or whatever. And she sees the shuttle coming down.
How many people are in the room again?
You see probably about a half a dozen technicians. They're just, click-clacking away at their little computers.
Pash, go up there and seduce her.
Wait, no, hang on, guys. What was the bay number where the captain's ship is docked right now?
Trex's ship is in Auric.
It's an Auric.
It's in Auric, okay.
I totally knew it was an Auric.
Yeah, I said it. I said it like totally said it to you guys, totally.
Okay.
So we need what?
Oh, can I do a perception check for like a fire alarm or something like that?
Sure.
I don't see how that's gonna help us.
I'm going to
clear the
say
room.
you can do that at a 2 purple.
2 purple. Okay, so I'm looking around to see if there's some sort of fire alarm or any sort of alert service, or maybe even like a fire suppression system to that effect.
Non-cartoonishly.
Correct?
You have a net of 1 success and 1 threat. So you do see a little, fire suppression thing. Unfortunately, it's over by the main control panel that the overseer is standing by
Okay,
as she's looking out this window.
so I gesture towards it. I say, that's a fire suppression activation. If we pull that, it may get people to run out of this room, and we can unlock the docking clamps
Oh yeah,
and then be able to get out of here.
We'll just walk right
So
up to it.
as you're also looking around the room, you notice all these technicians. These are just, your typical office worker pawns. They don't seem to have any visible weapons on them. You do see just the 2 security droids and the overseer. They look like they have some blaster pistols on them. So the technicians are probably not going to be a threat. You get the feeling they're just working a job. If you cause enough of commotion amongst everybody, they might even just, shuffle out of there just to get out of the firefight.
I kind of just want Pash to seduce this overseer.
I don't know how I'm going to do that with all these.
As a reminder, you're just trying to get these clamps undone. Currently, you're not, you're stealthed. You're not seen. You see all these bays of computers. For all you know, one of these might be able to do what you need it to do.
Okay.
I mean, I guess trying to understand the layout of the room, are these arranged in such a way that we could sneak between consoles without people noticing?
Yeah, there's enough consoles in here that it's a slow day, so there's not a technician at all of them. Given where you are in this little side room, there happens to be one nearby that if you're, ducked down enough, everybody else is focused on something else, you might be able to sneak over to it and try to see what you can see on the computer.
All right, I'm going to sneak.
Okay, I will aim my gun then at a droid just in case. I'm gonna be not moving towards anything.
So Pash is heading towards this computer.
Yes.
To do the computer work.
That doesn't seem right, Mathis. Maybe you should be doing the computer work instead of Pash.
So I put my hand on Pash's shoulder. I'm like, let me do it.
Okay, just don't do it cartoonishly.
Gotcha.
You both could go if you want. Just I'm gonna my gun.
I feel like 2 heads bobbing that way might draw more attention than just one.
That's fair. Okay.
I'll stay back and have my blaster ready too.
All right, so I approach the computer terminal.
Okay. So you kind of, you're ducking around and you just slowly pull the seat back and you sit in it, a little hunched over, which when you look around, again, these are just all little office peons. They're all a little hunched over anyway, just from sitting at their computer all day. So you're blending in and you boot up this system and you're going through all the different prompts and everything, and you see what you're looking for, the command to unlock the docking clamps.
Okay.
And if you want to activate that command, it's going to be a 2 purple computers check.
Okay. So I'm going to unlock the clamps on Docking Bay Auric.
Non-cartoonishly.
Non-cartoonishly.
We're gonna do this.
Uh-oh.
Okay, that's a lot to take in.
All right, you have a net of 3 successes, 2 threats, and 1 triumph. So the first triumph of the game. Think of it as like a critical hit or critical success among other type of games. So obviously, the clamps are going to get undone. You see the screen flash that. Unfortunately, you also start to hear the display that you're at start to do a large, like, beep, 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 beep. So those would be your threats. What do you think your triumph is going to do?
Oh man.
You quickly disable it.
It's too late. The alarm already went off. Somebody's going to come over to investigate it. So even if I turn it off, they'll be like, "Hey, what was that?" I'll be like, "Oh, it was just a slight fluctuation of the flux capacitor," and then fail.
I mean, you don't have to fail. I believe in you. You don't have to fail.
Okay, yeah. I guess so. Yeah, the alarm goes off, but I try to
turn it off before anyone notices.
Yeah, let's go with that.
Okay, you basically try to like you're hacking it so fast, you get your job done, it starts to go beep 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 beep, and you're just like, yeah, no. You go ahead and close out of the system. You do see the overseer kind of like glance over, but you go ahead and you duck down all the way before she can see you. And she just kind of like, shrugs her shoulders and kind of goes back to what she was doing. And you're just there hunkered behind these rows of computers. You see what the office peon nearest you just glances over and is like, eh.
Good suggestion. I was definitely trying to overcomplicate that.
You critically succeeded, so.
Okay, so then I'm going to try to stealth back to Pash and Sasha.
Go ahead and give me a 1 purple stealth check.
All right.
God. Here we go.
Here we go. It's okay. We have our blasters ready.
And again, remember, if you think you need the force with you, you can upgrade one of your die.
Don't give James that power.
Right.
I mean, as it is, there's already 1 dark side point up, so I can upgrade anything once if I need to.
Right.
Don't give him twice that power.
I'm going to go ahead.
Did we use one?
Yeah. Mathis used one.
Because I've been rolling horribly all night, so I'm going to go ahead and use one and upgrade a green to yellow.
Oh gosh.
So it's a stealth check versus 1 purple. And I'll go ahead and as part of your triumph, you did duck down quick enough. I'll throw in a boost for you.
Okay.
Sasha, if he screws this up,
oh come on!
we leave him behind.
Oh wow!
So you have a net of 1 failure and 5 advantages.
5 advantages.
I didn't say not cartoonishly. That's the problem.
You have to say non-continuously.
You're sneaking. You're stealthing. All of a sudden, you just kind of you trip on this rug they got there. Why do they got this rug out? Who knows? You plant yourself face first in the ground.
There are no rugs in Star Wars.
You make a loud commotion, and the overseer and the droids kind of turn towards you, and they're just kind of giving like a what look on their face, like what is going on?
Mathis,
But
you kinda look like
when
a
you
technician.
went to go plant, you realize what was happening, and you kind of like roll into it and roll over, and you're just like, zoom, and you run back over to that side entrance, and you're like, okay, we gotta go now.
Mathis, you had 1 job.
So you're basically, if you want, you can use all the advantages to just get out.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's zoom out of here
Mhm.
before we start a fight. Then again, I do like fights. No, let's go.
We
How
leave.
do you want to communicate that to your friends here, Mathis?
I'm just going to be like waving my arms frantically over my head, like go, 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 but like trying to like just be as quiet as possible too when I say go, go, go.
Cartoonishly.
No, not
Yeah.
cartoonishly.
No, this is the one time you can be cartoonish about it because we really need to know it's time to go.
We watched him fall, though. We watched him face
We were
plant.
too busy laughing. Yeah.
Yeah.
We need to really get our attention.
Mathis is basically going to Zoidberg his way out of there.
Yeah.
Yes.
All right. We outie. What dice gods did you insult, Nathan, before we started this?
That's how I always roll, no matter what game I'm playing.
To set it up, you rolled 1 yellow, 1 green, 1 blue versus 1 purple. So you only
One
had
purple.
1 bad die there. You rolled almost, I think, every advantage you possibly could, yet no successes. Even if that purple die had been blank, you still would have failed because you would have had 0 successes.
I know.
I am in disbelief. All right, let's Zoidberg our way out of this place before Mathis gets
So
us
Mathis
caught.
collects the two of you all book it, you all try to head into the crowd while you can before you start hearing anybody, coming after you. You're running past the front of the place and you see the 2 security droids kind of like they tilt their heads like, huh?
I hope they don't.
And you just
burst.
keep running and running because you don't want to risk them following after you.
Yes.
You don't think they're gonna reclamp that one, do you?
I should have used the triumph to lock it from being reclaimed entirely. I don't know.
If they reclamp
I mean, I guess that just means y'all have to be a bit speedy and get back to the ship.
Right.
that, if they reclamp it, I swear we're killing everyone. Okay, let's go.
So what do you all want to do?
We run into the dock. We gotta go.
Booking it to the ship.
All right.
Running.
You're making your way through the crowds, trying to get back over to the landing bay Arik where the ship is. And suddenly the crowds thronging the streets of the settlement part, and you see a chilling sight. 3 soldiers in white armor of the Empire's elite, stormtroopers. As you see them, you realize the lead trooper is pointing right at you. You hear his voice break through the crowd, sounding mechanical through the armor speakers. There they are, the stormtrooper says. Get them! As you turn to escape, you see a second group of 3 stormtroopers approaching down a different side street. This
Wow.
could get tricky. Dun dun dun. To be continued.
Oh, guys, what the did you guys do to get stormtroopers after us?
I'm
blaming
not the one
Mathis.
who's constantly rolling failures.
We should have shot more people.
I'm a little trigger happy, man.
Sasha's trigger happy.
You've been listening to Terrible Tabletop, presented by the This Is Going to Be Terrible podcast, hosted by Robert Green, James Altman, and Nathan Thieneman. For more information about our podcast, visit our website, thisisgoingtobeterrible.show, or find us on Facebook by searching for This Is Going to Be Terrible, a podcast. Thanks for not casting Fireball at our feet, and for listening.